Well, I think fall camp is always, you have, it can get long at times, it can get tedious. You have obviously your ups, you have some downs that we've had to deal with, but it's great to be finally in game week. I know our team is excited to go out and perform in front of the Trojan family at the Coliseum, 8 o'clock Saturday night, so we're looking forward to it.
You made some news last weekend. You decided to give up play calling duties, something that you've done throughout most of your career. What went into that decision?
Well, it's been something that we've been working on from a play calling standpoint of since spring, and we've been using headsets in practice in spring and all throughout fall camp, and came to the conclusion I can still be involved in the play calling, but Clay Helton has got such a good handle of our offense right now that I'm confident he can do that. It frees me up to be with the defense more, to work with special teams, and to be, in my opinion, more of a complete head coach, which is ultimately the goal if we want to be the best team we could be.
You also named your 5 captains. How important have the leaders been in preparing the team for this season, and who stood out to you?
Well, I like when we select our captains, it's really chosen by their peers. And to me, I thought they did a great job. When you look at what Cody Kessler and Max Turek mean to our offense, and just from a standpoint of your quarterback, fifth-year senior, your senior center, offensive lineman, I think those are great choices. On the defensive side of the ball, what I like about it is, Antoine Wood's a guy who's overcome a lot, from being a freshman to get to where he is as a senior. He's already graduated. Anthony Sarra, another very mature player for us, and obviously Sua Cravens and his playmaking ability. So I think they're 5 excellent choices, 5 guys that are going to represent this team really well.
You're no stranger to grooming a quarterback that's dealing with a lot of expectations. How is Cody Kessler handling the expectations going into the season, and where has he improved in the offseason?
I think Cody continues to grind away. The one thing I appreciate about Cody, he's a gym rat. He's a blue-collar guy. He works extremely hard. He never is satisfied of where he's at, and I think part of that is because of how far he's had to come. He came in, he wasn't the high-profile recruit. He was the guy that was 3rd or 4th string on the depth chart, and he's earned his way all the way up to get to this point. I just don't think he wants this opportunity to pass. So he's working really hard. He's doing a great job, and I expect him to go out and play good football for us.
Another guy who never ceases to amaze is Adoree Jackson. You have him doing a million different things. What's your plan as you go into the first
Well, the hard part with Adoree is you want to give him a lot, but you don't want to give him too much. And you're going to see him back returning kicks on kickoffs and punts. You're going to see him playing corner. You're going to see him at wide receiver. You're going to see him maybe even in the backfield some. So he's a fun guy to coach. And the reason we're able to do all this with him is, 1, he's got an extremely high football IQ, and 2, his work ethic is amazing. And so we'll just see what happens. He's a fun guy to coach.
As you look at the defense, how's the team adjusted to life without Leonard Williams, life without the captain Hayes Pollard? You have to make some changes in the spine.
Well, I think what we're doing right now is we don't call it subbing, we call it platooning. We're platooning a lot more at every position group right now, and that's something that the added depth of the freshmen have given us. Bringing some injured guys back, Jabari Ruffin, Kenny Bigelow, those types of guys back from being injured. So all in all, we feel good about our depth. I think that we'll be a little bit more of aggressive defense, which is something we wanted to focus on being, not only up front but in the secondary, and guys playing with real confidence. So some of the inexperience that hurt us a year ago in the secondary, I think, is really going to help us this fall.
Maybe in terms of name recognition, people don't realize how good Arkansas State has been the last few years. 4 consecutive bowls. What have you seen from them in preparation?
Well, very explosive offense, up-tempo, really go after you, attack you, and a very attacking style defense. I've been extremely impressed with how hard they play defensively, how hard they run to the football. This is a team that is a very, very scary one. Like you said, they've gone to 4 straight bowl games. They're going to come in here, thinking that they're going to play good football against us, and we're going to need to play good football to win the game.
When you look at that defense, I believe 37 sacks, how are they getting so much pressure?
Well, they like to bring the secondary blitz. We're going to see a bunch of corner blitzes from them. They also bring a bunch of single backer dogs where they're just bringing one linebacker, whether it's internally or off the edges. And they play aggressive in the secondary. They get their hands on receivers. They reroute receivers so the quarterback's sitting there holding the ball, and they come after the quarterback. So they are very aggressive.
And then offensively, the first of what will be many, I'm sure, dual-threat quarterbacks this season. What do you see from Freddie Knight?
Well, he's an athletic guy, and I think one thing that can lull you to sleep is you think he's just an athlete and a runner. He can throw it too, and he's got really talented people around him. It'll be a great test for us in our conference. As you know, we're going to see a bunch of athletic dual-threat quarterbacks, so this will be a good first test for us right off the bat.
All right, Coach, good luck this week.
All righty, thank you. Fight on.